Yo. Uh-huh. Uh.
Well, this is Rere from the New Normal 2020 Conversation with Friends. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hosting. So I had a few questions that me and Kendra was talking about, and then when we started talking about the questions, we was like, we need a man point of view, or whatever. So, you guys excited to answer the questions?
Ready? I'm
How
excited.
y'all look?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. So many times in dating women, we have like a requirement list. Like he has to have his own job, he has to have his own car, he has to have his own place. Do y'all find it funny when that woman may not have the same things on her list? Like, does that bother you? Like, say, for example, I don't have no car, but you have to have a car. Like,
Oh yeah, that would bother me personally. Yeah, because like that. Given that example, that would bother me. It's like you require me to have it, but at the same time, you gotta catch a bus or Uber everywhere. You're living with your mama, but you expect me to have my own place at the time. Yeah. So that would bother me personally.
Yeah, I would think the only way that she would be able to get away with that is if she lived in New York City where public transportation was that available and she didn't need a car. Outside of that, nah, you can't ask for something that you don't have yourself.
okay, I can respect that because I'm like that too. Like, you can't ask for something if you don't have it. Because some people are very adamant. Like, I don't care. I mean, he the man. He's supposed to be having a car. Period. What you think, Kendra? Look at Kendra looking like,
Because it's 2020, like, especially because we all grown. Like, I could see if you was like young, maybe in college or something like that.
Of course.
But outside of that, you don't have to have that.
What if she just never got her license and stuff? I'm not actually that because I know a lady. She's 50 years old. She's fabulous. She got money, but she's from New York, but she lives in Atlanta now. She never drove. She never got her license, nothing.
Yeah,
But
see, that's what I'm saying. People from New York, Chicago, like places like that where everybody takes public transportation, like I get it because I know people like that. I got an aunt like that. But at the same time, like it has to be that exact situation because if you just ain't got a car because you can't afford a car or your life just ain't together, then you can kiss my ass.
And to add on that, I think another thing like. I don't want to say all women because I don't like to generalize like that, but some women will let like some of these, City Girl and Meg Thee Stallion lyrics like mess them up.
Ruining their lives.
Yeah, it's like they could talk about that because I'm not counting pocket. I'm sure they can afford that, even though they talking about that whole, he got to have this and the third. But you who live with your mama, you taking Ubers and buses everywhere, you can't talk reckless like these Megs and Cardi B's and all that type of stuff. So I think sometimes. They see that message and think they can, have that same attitude when they ain't living that life like that.
Okay, I have a question since you brought up Meg and Cardi B, the City Girls or whoever. Mm-hmm. Do y'all have a problem when women of a particular age, you already know they don't really have it like that, but they're like spouting these lyrics to you, be like, like you gotta have a money if you want to deal with me, like you gotta have this, and you're looking at her like, okay, well. Yeah, please get away with it. Why do you feel? I mean, I don't know if men get aggravated seeing almost a lot of women, I'm gonna say, be saying things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're with me, so you better pay up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a Birkin bag. Like, no. Okay. Like, I want this, or you got to do this for me. They might be okay, but they're not balling like that. They can't even afford it for themselves. Okay. But they're asking you guys, like, yeah, you got to buy me a Birkin bag or something like that. Yes, before I do anything with you.
I'm gonna take like a very, very quick story. I remember, my pops told me one thing when I was growing up, like high school, playing ball and stuff like that. I remember I was like bumping like Biggie or something, like somebody has to die or something like that. And my pop pulled me to the side. He was like, "Hey, it's cool that you listen to that music, but realize that's entertainment. That's really not how you live. You a suburb kid. You ain't built like that. Just it's fine to listen to for entertainment, but don't act like don't try to act that way in real life." And I feel like that's the same thing with like some of these women. Like you said, you got to buy me a Birkin bag. It's like, nah, I really don't. That's not where I'm at. So I feel like some people really try to live out lyrics that really don't even suit them well. Like they don't have like that sense of reality, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I cuss on here?
Yes. Wait, this not my show. Can you cuss?
No, I don't. Yeah, be who you are. Be who
Okay.
you
Yeah,
are.
okay.
Like, you know, we
Because
grown
I
for
was say,
real.
I don't know if you've ever heard my show, but I be talking real crazy. So I'm like, you know, I don't want to
I
get
watch
on
your
here.
show.
You like, you know, I got the brunch crowd, and they like, why is he talking like that?
No,
No, but like,
you haven't heard none of mine because I be having everybody. I want you to be yourself. That's what this life is about.
Yeah.
okay,
You know?
for sure, yeah. Because I always ask, do you think you got Birkin bag pussy? like honestly, like what do I get for this Birkin bag? Like, and I'm not even saying it in the sense of prostitution, but like what am I getting in exchange? Like, okay, I get you this Birkin bag, I fly you out, I buy you all this shit. Like, what are you doing? Do you cook? Do you clean? Do you work? Can you run a business? Can you, you know, like take care of the things that I need taken care of while I'm out earning the money? Like, what am I getting for all this shit that I'm supposed to be bringing to the table?
And they're gonna tell you a bad bitch. You know, all these women getting these BBLs. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in the sauce. But everybody and their mama is getting those little surgeries, like for 4,500, whatever. Everybody has the fake ass, the little waist, but they can't even. That's I know they're in pain. I know they're in pain.
And like you said, everybody, that shit is all up and down the timeline. So
oh
why
my God,
get a Birkin bag? I could buy any of them a Birkin bag.
that's what I'm saying. That's the only thing I can say. I mean, at first people were saying because their bodies and stuff, but I don't know what they got to offer. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
if
what?
all you got is ass and titties, I can get that in any swap meet across America.
Anywhere.
And you know what? My thing is with the Birkin bag, this Birkin bag frenzy, like that's cool or whatever. But what are we dating for? Are we dating or are we looking for a sugar daddy? That's two different things. If you're dating a man and you're looking for love and you're looking for a relationship, why does a Birkin bag matter? What you gonna do with that? It can't hold the relationship together. It's not a form of commitment. It's not a vow of loyalty. What is the Birkin bag when it comes to dating?
And what are you gonna put in that Birkin bag?
Yeah, what you gonna put in it? Because obviously you don't have much because you're looking for other people to buy the Birkin bag. So what you gonna put in it?
But not only that, I think people are so materialistic. Everybody a conformist. Everybody want to do what the next man doing or whatever. They don't even know the logistics behind it. All of a sudden with the Birkin bag, you know it's a waiting list for that. Do you know that like this sound dumb that you want that, but look at you living in an apartment.
I haven't never seen one, and if I have seen it,
They're
I don't
ugly.
know that
There's
I
nothing even to be ecstatic about. Like I wouldn't even, you could go to Ross and get something better than that. But I'm saying like they're from 12,000 to 350,000. Why would I want that bag? Like what the fuck? Like invest in me in my business. Like I don't understand the concept of the. I don't know. I don't know. It's every day I be thinking like, what is happening? What is happening?
The thing is, most people they hear a lyric in a song and they think that it's something to aspire towards, even if it's hella unrealistic. Because I remember, like when I was in high school, graduating, listening to rappers rap about like red monkey jeans, and then you go and find out the motherfuckers is like $800 a pair, and you like, you know what?
That ain't for me.
Stick to these Levi's.
Okay, for real.
Yeah. You know,
so I think they hear Birkin bag and they probably just assume it's some shit that they'll go and see in the store. But it's like y'all, the average woman listening to a song asking for a Birkin bag probably can't even afford to walk into the store that's selling.
Period. You right.
Yeah, and that's another thing. I think it's just like, you know, I think, you know, people, you know, just have people who think like that just have like their priority backwards. Like you brought up a great point, Kendra, like, or, you know, and I think you even said as well, Rere, is like you live in an apartment, but you want a $40,000 Birkin bag. You know, how about, how about, you know, saving up to actually own a home instead of like renting out an apartment? How about, you know, put some money aside to like, you know, start a business, you know, invest in something, you know, but instead you got your priorities backwards because you care what other people think. That's why you want the Birkin bag. That's why, you know, you want the latest car, whatever the highest materialistic thing. That's why you want that. And that's I think it was Cat Williams. I think he had a joke where he goes like, you know, for a small example, I don't drink Alizé, but I know these women drink Alizé, so I'm gonna buy Alizé for my spot. I think that's the same thing. It's like men who actually have that amount of money who can buy a Birkin bag or something like that. It's like for whatever type of woman they attract, and they're like, look, you know, for what it's worth, I think this Birkin bag is ugly, but I know this, you know, I know this bad bitch that I want to talk to loves a Birkin bag. I can afford it. I want to smash with her, so I'm gonna buy her this Birkin bag so I could achieve my goals.
But I don't know. I don't understand what happens after that. What happens after you get the bag? Like what else like would you aspire to get? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out like the mindset. Okay, let's go to something else. Me and Kendra was talking about this. This is one of her questions. Mm-hmm. Have y'all been in a long distance relationship?
I have, but my situation might be kind of different. I was like married, like maybe like 4 or 5 years into my marriage, and there was a case where, well, I'll set up the scenario. Like me and my wife and daughter, we lived in Newport News, and my daughter was, I want to say like in 8th grade. Oh, I'm sorry, she was in elementary school. I completely fast forwarded that. So she was at elementary school. Long story short, I had a job offer that brought me back to Maryland, and instead of my family moving with me, they stayed behind in Newport News so my daughter could finish up elementary school, and then once they finished out the school year, they moved with me to Maryland. So
that's different though.
Yeah,
that's,
that's different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, young Dolemite?
Long distance relationships, something like that. But with me, it's kind of like it depends on how far we are and how willing we are to travel. Mm-hmm. Like if you're not willing to come see me and I'm not willing to come see you, then we should just be better as pen pals, homies, and leave it at that. Because, you know, after like 19, we gonna be wanting to have some sex with somebody, and if we can't have it with each other, we're gonna be having it with other people. And you know, I'm just gonna assume you sleeping with somebody else, so I don't think it's really gonna be a thing unless we really plan on seeing each other.
Wait, what was the question I missed?
About having a long distance relationship with somebody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What about you, Kendra?
Same. So this is why I presented the question, right? I had met this one guy, and he was like, I met him on a dating app, and I guess he had his location on to where like he was out here in LA, but I didn't realize it at the time. So we started chatting or whatever, and he's like, all right, so off jump, I really like you, but let me just let you know I'm in Philly. I think he said he was in Philly, right? He wasn't out here though, right? And so I'm like, okay, so like, why are you talking to me? And so he's like, he's like, well, you know, I want to have, you know, I travel out there for work sometime or whatever. So I just want to, you know, see or whatever. So I was like, okay, so if you meet your girl, are you willing to relocate? And he was like, no, I want to start a family out here in Philly. So I'm like, again, why are you talking to me, right? Because I'm not relocating. I already have children too. So he was like, well, I just he talked me into a video chat. So we get on video chat or whatever. Everything is cool. I like him. He likes me or whatever. And then he's like, you know what? I might have to move out there, right? And so this is just one conversation. So he presented this idea. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna come out there this weekend. When I get out there, if everything is good, and we want to keep seeing each other, because I was like, I don't do long distance relationship. I never did one before. He was like, I'll come out 2 or 3 times a month to, you know, spend time with you or whatever. And we will only do that for a year. And if everything is good within that year, I'll move out there so we can continue the relationship. And so I'm like, well, that's not a bad idea, but I don't know if I can actually do it. I wasn't ready to make a commitment to that, so I declined the offer. But that's where that thought process came from, because I've never been in a long distance relationship, and I don't know that I could be in one, because I don't feel like my exes have a problem with this, but I mean, I feel like I would like to be able to pull up on you if I feel like it. Not necessarily for bad things, but I could just be pulling up to bring you dinner. Like, you know, like I just like to be able to do those things, and that's going to take away from a lot for me. So I was like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, that's so. What would be like a reasonable location for you to try a long distance relationship? Of course, cross country, that's just out of whack. But like a couple hours away, would you consider that long distance, or would you?
Where?
Like Vegas.
Yeah, there you go.
Vegas is doable. Okay. Anywhere you can drive to, mind you, I'm not gonna drive anyway. He gonna have to drive out here, but that's the thing. I mean, if you willing to drive, that's your business. But pretty much, yeah, if it's drivable, then it's workable.
Yeah, because moving to LA is fucking difficult. Like I don't evolve. Like I got relatives out of state that's like, oh man, I want to come to California. I love California. I'm like, dog, unless you like a doctor or RN or like you got like a 6-figure salary, you don't want to come moving to California.
No word.
Yeah, because it's pricey as hell out here. Like it's not practical. So for the most part, if you in LA, I don't suggest long distance dating unless you plan on moving to wherever the person you long distance dating is at.
Yeah. I mean, I'm an LA girl. I don't have no intentions on leaving. Like I don't see that happening. So I don't really see why I would do that unless the person is for sure open to moving here. And then, like I said, circumstances, most likely it's a no for me though. I can't see it.
Yeah. And they got to be a baller if they come to LA.
I mean, well,
if you want to live a cool life in LA, you got to be low key balling.
It's true. Yeah, that's pretty true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild because I love LA too, man. I've been out there several times, but yeah, like you said, I've seen some of the prices out there. I'm like, damn, let me stay my ass out here in Maryland, man. It's just.
No. To be honest with you, I feel like everything going high, but I know California definitely is high, but I feel like everything going up though. It don't even matter. I live in Atlanta and I'm like, why am I paying you this a month? Like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So, well, I'll answer the question too. No, that'll be enough for me. I ain't doing it. I can't do it. I'm too intense. I need my person there. I ain't got time. We talking on the phone. Catch you. Are you available to talk? Like, no. Like, I'm busy too. Like, we gotta find when we gotta that's too much.
Yeah.
I'll be stressed out. Like,
Yeah. Hypothetically speaking, I don't, like, other than that scenario I described, if I was just like single, whatever, I don't think I would do good in a long distance relationship because the moment, like, for some reason, like, I call and you miss my phone call, like, more than
what you doing?
Yeah, like,
where you was at?
Yeah,
like, wait a minute.
Exactly. Now stuff start fucking with you.
Like, now I'm thinking, like, look, I know I'm working. I know I got this going on, and I used to talk to you this time. What you doing?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, I couldn't do it. I'm too stingy with time.
Me too.
Like,
get that back.
I want to know where you at, what you doing, why you can't be on the phone, why you trying to rush me off the phone, what you busy doing, who you was with. Like, nah, I'm cool.
Then I'm like, FaceTime me. Well, what's that in the background? Where you at?
Yeah, exactly. Like, where you say you at again? Do a 360 view. I need you to turn around.
Oh, shoot. What is that? Okay.
It said this meeting no longer has a time limit.
Okay. I was like, what is that?
I didn't realize it would have one. I never did this before.
Some
of them be like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I think you got to choose that. Yeah,
it's like 40 minutes normally, but it worked though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm like, she's trying to send me a message.
Oh.
Okay. So do y'all have any questions? That was really the only questions. I just felt like we needed a man. I mean, to see what they would think. I mean, okay, let me tell you what I was thinking about earlier and see if y'all could answer it or whatever. Okay, so when you first get into a relationship with someone or whatever, say y'all doing things a little fast because y'all not even looking at the time. I mean, when I say on the fast, I'm talking y'all dating. Y'all don't want like 4 or 5 dates. This is within a month. Y'all done had sex. Y'all did all this stuff or whatever. You know how like those motions be like, oh, I kind of like them for real, right? So when do you start really seeing that they ain't who you really like? You know what I'm saying? Like the little stuff, like the little red flags that y'all ignore it because, she cute or, you know what I'm saying? Or, she did that little thing you like. I'm just saying, like, when do you realize, like, when I say this, I have a friend and she's what y'all call a bad bitch, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, but she don't tell people initially that she got 6 kids.
Oh, shit.
Now, that's why I say this in 1 month. She don't tell you about her kids or nothing.
She disrespectful.
Huh?
She disrespectful.
That's day one information.
That is
Yeah.
exactly. That's day one.
That's
If I would.
date one. You should let that shit be known early. Like, I got 6 kids, nigga.
Especially if
Because me, I ask shit like that, and if you say no, that's a deal breaker right there.
yeah,
Because you're lying now.
kids.
Yeah.
Well, I think she be trying to get them to like her, like, cause she know that that's a come on now, 6 kids.
Why do you have
Woo.
kids?
Mm-hmm.
She started having them young, but I mean, it's a behind the stuff. You know, I always say people when they
Yeah,
have kids at 14, it'd be like some extra. It'd be something like because the situations that happen to them. Even though she's a good person, she got a good job and all this stuff, but she knows that there's some men gonna be like, cause they're not no grown kids. You know what I'm saying? They're not out the. Well, it's only 2 that's out the house, and the rest of them are in the house. So. You know, a man gonna be like, you got a 16-year-old, 15-year-old, 10-year-old, and a 5-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a lot
Shit,
going
even
on.
if all your kids is grown, that's still a lot.
Yeah.
But when I say grown, because they ain't in your hair, like you ain't even got to see them or whatever. But how's like if a person tells you that, but y'all don't need all this stuff, like you really like this person, you really feeling them.
Nah.
But y'all maybe reconsider, like she didn't tell y'all, or and she tell you why she didn't tell y'all, like she didn't want y'all to just like prejudge her. But y'all see that she has a career, she has her own money, and she's not looking for nobody to take care of her kids or her. She just want a companion, somebody she can.
He hit on the head. Like you already lied, which is a deal breaker right there. Because if role of reverse, right? You know, and like a guy was in that same situation, he got 6 kids, 4 baby mamas, whatever the case. Y'all was vibing and stuff like that, and then like a month and a half into the relationship, he break that news to you. You're gonna break up with him too. And so it's just that same principle. You wasn't honest with me up front. You didn't give me a choice you didn't give me the option up front if I wanted to do with you or not. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just I mean I know some people who would be like, you know, I vibe with you so much, you know, let's give it a shot. But from the simple fact of you lying up front,
No,
can't do it.
no.
Can't do it. I can't do it, man.
Yeah, and that's a big ass lie.
That's a big lie.
Yeah, I always say it too. I was like, "Are you embarrassed of your children?" I'm like, "Cause I feel about my kid. Like, you gonna know from the jump. Cause I need to know what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So,
and niggas will tell you they got a whole damn wife.
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking, Anthony. I was like, wait, what about when you dating a dude and then he's, oh, well, by the way, I'm married. Oh, and yeah, we still live together. And how you gonna feel, right? She's not
still married as married.
Yeah. She's not having that. So no, you're not about to be, oh, wait a minute, I got 6 kids. No, excuse me.
Yeah, no, you ain't finna matter of fact that shit in. Like that's gonna be the end of our interaction.
They be like,
once you hit me with the, oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you, I got 6 fucking kids.
Or you might be like, I gotta tell you something, but don't be mad at me.
Oh, you know it's gonna be some shit when they say don't be mad.
But the thing is, I'm gonna be like, I'm not mad. I'm just gonna stop fucking with you. I ain't mad though.
Ain't nothing to be mad at. Ain't nothing invested at this point. I mean, it's cool.
Yeah. Congratulations on.
It's not gonna work for me because you're a liar and you lie on your kids.
Yeah, congratulations on your daycare. I'm out though.
Okay. Do you have any questions or anything?
I have a question. So, the question that I have is, some guys say that when they first meet the girl, they know that that's the girl they want to be their girlfriend right away when they first see them. So the question is that true to you guys? When you first meet a girl, do you know right away, yeah, that's gonna be my girl? Or do you meet a girl and say, okay, yeah, she's cool, let me spend some more time with her?
Oh, well, for me, it's the latter. Like, it's the latter.
Now, I'm not saying you commit that first day, but you know in your head.
Okay. Know in your head. Well, yeah. Well, you say know in your head. Now, I would say that. Yeah, like from first interaction in my head, I can already visualize if this person could be my girlfriend. Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, I know she has the potential.
Yeah.
Like for the most part, when I first meet a woman, I'm like, damn, she fine as a motherfucker. She cool. But like, it's not like, oh, she gonna be my girl. But I will be like, I could see her being my girl. Okay. Like if she don't say nothing stupid or do nothing stupid, then yeah, I might try to go a little further than what we doing. But outside of that,
you
never know.
I have a question. So remember I was talking to you, Kendra, about like a best friend or a guy. Okay, say you had a female friend, y'all just kicking in, and you know she cool, you attracted to her, but at first y'all was like, you know, sister bro. I ain't gonna say sister brother. It sound like, but y'all was really tight. You know, y'all kicked it. Y'all watch movies. Y'all go hang out. Y'all go to eat. But you ain't never try her. You know what I'm saying? Because you thought you respected her. You thought she was cool or whatever. Y'all smoked and everything. So years go by though. And so then you like, gosh, you know, you single now because maybe you wasn't single before. She's single now. Would you try her? Like, would you pursue that? Would you want to see what would happen? Because you already know y'all got good chemistry. She got a lot of stuff good going on for herself. She's not like she don't have no drama and nothing like that. It's just y'all was just friends. You know what I'm saying? Would you ruin, I ain't gonna say ruin, but would you attempt to cross over the friendship to see what it would be, or would you just, no, I don't want to ruin this. I want us to stay friends. Like, I don't want to ruin this.
Damn. I'll let you go first. Well, I'm still thinking now.
I tried because honestly, I'm not gonna say I don't believe in platonic friendships, but at the same time,
that's what
like,
no, y'all never had sex though. Y'all really never had sex. Y'all
yeah,
really kicked it.
We don't have to have had sex, but I just don't believe in that shit. Like, if we friends like that and we both have any type of sexual attraction to each other, shit, I'm going for it.
Just a little bit. That's all it takes. Just a little bit.
Exactly. Like, if I know that you fuckable, we gonna swing for the fences on it because you cool already and you cute. Yeah, hell yeah. Let's see what this shit talking about.
Yeah. You know, I remember I was listening to another podcast a few weeks ago. Matter of fact, it was they talked about that same thing, like a friend zone type of conversation. And a shout out to One Time and One Take. But I remember One Take was like, he was like, you know, he feels iffy if like his girlfriend has, you know, that male friend before they got together, because he was just like, and I think it makes a lot of sense to me when I now that I'm recapping it in my head. But he was just pretty much like, that male friend that you had, he'll have like the patience of a sniper. He'll wait for about 7, 8 years of that relationship. Next thing you know, you're single. He may slide up and be like, hey, you know,
right.
Yeah. So nah, yeah. So for me personally, yeah. In hypothetically speaking, that situation, I could see myself doing that because, especially if there's like chemistry, or you know, you already know that this person is a good person, especially because you already know all the good qualities about that person because y'all were friends so many years anyway. So that's definitely more than possible for sure.
You said, Kendra, you said no.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely not. I'm not gonna make the move because I'm the woman. But if it's a guy that is friends with me, I would want him to just, you know, because I don't care about having. I like he said. I said the same thing. I don't care about having guy friends. I don't really believe in that. And I told you too before that it's never really worked in my favor when I was younger, you know, because I had the experience thing. That's where I'm where I am now. I don't believe in it. But when I was younger, like in my early 20s, yeah, I was like, oh, I don't want him. Yeah, we friends. Sure, I don't care, you know. But little did I know, every guy that I thought was a friend, they wanted something else from me, you know, so they didn't see me as a friend, so therefore it's not a friendship if only I see you as a friend but you don't see me in that case. So yeah, like no, ain't none of that. I don't do
most males look at female friends as just girls they ain't fucked yet.
Okay.
Great point.
Yeah. Damn.
Okay.
Damn, Dolemite. Look,
and if they happen,
that's what it is.
It's only two reasons: either the girl is with somebody or the girl don't want him.
Yeah.
He's probably already shot his shot.
You know what? I'm gonna say this because that's happened to me when I got out of high school. Like, you know, like 20 years later, they could be in my, you know, telling me like, then I got married and divorced. You know, I really wanted to marry you, right? What?
I tell my female friends all the time, if you really think you have a platonic male friend, offer them some pussy.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah.
Tell them come by the house. I'm gonna cook you something, and I just want to try you out one time and see what his reaction is. If you really think that he don't look at you like that.
Yeah. I'm sure like 99% of men wouldn't turn that down.
Yeah.
Even niggas in relationships.
Oh yeah. Some people,
a lot of people entanglements.
Yeah.
Jada Pinkett saying.
Yeah, they'll risk it all. Some people risk it all. Relationship, married, anything.
Cause I got homegirls that swear, like even girls I've been in relationships like back in the day, because I would always tell my girlfriends like I don't like that male best friend bullshit. Like, oh, he just my
Yes.
friend. Oh, we just going
I'm
to
34
hang
and I
out as
still don't
friends.
like that. No.
I'm like, do I look dumb or stupid? Because I'm not going for that shit. Like, you know, all these male friends you got and homeboys and brothers and bros, and if you offer him some pussy, he gonna take it. Them niggas is not your bros, they not your homies, they not like your cousin and all that shit like you trying to say. Them niggas is just waiting for that one moment of weakness for you to be like, yeah, just come over.
Oh yeah. Don't let it be like fresh off a breakup when like like maybe the woman's not.
Yes, and then she's gonna console into him like, oh my God, he didn't act right, and he gonna come over and act right. That's all.
Exactly. He gonna be like, oh, see, I'd have never done you like that.
Like I'll never do you like that.
I would never treat you like that.
Yeah, you just that happened to me back in college. There was a girl I was interested in, and she had a boyfriend. And just like you said, yeah, man, I did the same thing. Like she was complaining to me about dude's problems, and yeah, I did that same move. Hey, man, I wouldn't have did that to you, and it worked. It worked.
See?
Wow.
See, I cannot.
Yeah, and you can't even, because like my homegirl, she was like, dudes are so dirty. I'm like, it's not dirty, it's the game.
But that's not dirty though.
That's just, it's the game.
I don't think that's dirty.
It's the game. I expect it now. Like it's like you can't get mad at a dog for pissing on the floor. It's what dogs do. Like
it's what they do.
You shouldn't have had the dog in the living room. That's what they do. If he got to piss, he gonna piss. So if you let a nigga be around your girl all that time and he does that move, you should be mad at yourself for allowing that move to get done.
Yeah. That dude gotta be 100% gay to be around your girl.
Exactly. Like, cause like I told my homegirl, the only way you can have a male friend that don't want to fuck you, he either gay or he think you fucking hideous.
God damn.
Like he knows something about you that turns him all the way
completely off. Yeah. Just turned him off.
Like you smoke cigarettes or some shit. But outside of that, he want to try that thing out.
And I said the same thing about guys out here with female best friends, and I'm just like, it's a no for me. No, because even if I trust you my man, I trust you, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't trust her. I don't know her intentions. I don't know y'all history. I don't know if y'all tried it. I don't trust you to tell me exactly.
He tried it.
To tell me the complete truth, because how did y'all even become friends? Did you try to get at her first? Like, how did this all start? I'm a no. It's a no.
He tried her 9 times out of 10. He tried her.
Let me say something. Some of these girls, I can't remember the first time I was engaged, and he wanted me to meet his female best friend from college. And when I met her, I told him already. I said, she wants you. He said, no, she don't. She good, man. We were like sister and brother. Like, she wants you, and watch. You know what I'm saying? Because I did something, and she was like, he doesn't like that. Like, she was trying to, correct me on what he liked.
That's just,
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're not saying it. You're not saying it. Okay. But anyway, long story short, they ended up not being friends no more while we was together. They probably friends again, like, after because we was only engaged for a minute. But anywho, so I know when they ended, they friends. I mean, she was waiting for her shot. I feel like it. And she was, because he was a football player. She was kind of like, she wasn't cute. She was okay. To me, as a guy, she was fuckable. But maybe, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily his type.
Everybody gets fuckable.
Well, I'm just saying, like, how sometimes some girls try to act like,
everybody not fuckable to everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she wasn't his, like, necessarily his type. But she was like she did whatever he wanted. She's like, she spoiled him. Like, I was peeping that shit. I was like, she wants you. Doing stuff I ain't even doing.
Yeah.
Because that be the thing. Like, I tell women that shit, like, as a woman with a dude, like, you should go very hard if you really want to keep a dude, because there's women waiting to do everything you said you wouldn't do.
Unfortunately.
Like, they can't wait to do all the shit that you like. Hell no, I don't do that. It's a
imagine how it is in Atlanta.
To do all that shit.
Oh, that brings me to a question to the woman in that case. Like, just like what young Dolemite just said. Like, you sitting there, you got a man, things like that, the third, you know, he's asking for you to do this thing that he likes, but you just like, nah, I'm not. For example, like he's like, hey, I want a threesome, and you're like, nah, I don't get down like that. With, you know, what's your approach if he's like, well, I could find someone who wants one or something like that? Would you try to make it work and give him what he wants?
It depends on how I feel about him though. Like, you know, is this the beginning of our relationship? Like, what is this? Like, have we been in a relationship for a minute? I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to see how he trying me right now. Like, I'm trying to see like how he playing it. Like, is he trying to see? Because I feel like that, you know, that opens up Pandora's box when you start doing threesomes and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm trying. Are we just like, are we just fucking with each other? Are we trying to fuck with each other for the long haul? Like, what are we doing here? Because we probably just, you know, I don't know. I gotta see what we're going with it. Like, because I was talking to Kendra and I said I wasn't gonna talk about this stuff, but y'all seem mature. But I don't have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? So it depends on where we're going with it. Like, what is our relationship?
Right.
Yeah, because when it comes to threesomes, that shit, it like she said, it's Pandora's box. Because it could be cool, but a lot of motherfuckers like to step outside of the relationship after a threesome.
Because it almost gives the person permission in a way, because they think they can come back and say, well, you know, we was doing this, and this, or whatever, and it's an excuse to use to step out on the relationship.
I ain't think about that.
You allowed it already. So I'm
Yeah,
saying, so you gotta see
like,
what type of relationship do we have?
Exactly. Like, I fucked her while you was here. I can't fuck her when you dip out. Like, you wasn't here.
Right.
And to be honest with you, most of the time, the girls get together, they be like, fuck that nigga. Yeah.
But shit, that's cool too. Because as far as like me, like I'm not against that. Because like when I was in my younger days, I dated a woman for like 3 years. Okay. And at the time, like I told her, I'm not eating pussy if I'm not married. So she was like, that's something that I feel strongly about. Like, I need my pussy ate. Shit, I let her have a girlfriend.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah, like, I'll be in the living room playing Madden, her and her girlfriend being there doing what they do.
That was actually a good decision. Let me tell you something, because a lot of women don't have an orgasm with penetration. I'm just, okay, we could talk about something else, but I'm just saying, you know, that it's more from the clitoris. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they want to be, you know, eating out or whatever. But anywho, is there anything else y'all want to talk about? We've been talking about a lot of little stuff, little hitting on here, little hitting on there.
Well, just to rewind about the whole conversation, the first topic we had, like just erase the whole Birkin bag thing. Like, if it's on a lower scale, like something that I know I can't afford, but you know, like the person I'm interested in can't afford it. Like if we're in a serious, you know, exclusive relationship, and it's something that she can't afford, but I can, yeah, I'll do that for you. But any type of relationship below that, I couldn't do it. Like, you know, maybe I'll fit the bill when we go out to eat. Yeah.
That you should. I mean,
a Birkin bag is a stretch for any man to do.
Right.
Yeah. Even a millionaire, shit. A Birkin bag, that's a lot of fucking money.
It is.
Right. About this Birkin bag, these girls is driving me nuts. Like, what is it?
It's aggravating me too.
What is it? Do it convert into a vehicle for me? Like, what is it?
It's just
that shit convert into your ass looking stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just I'm like, where are we going? Like, though, like where we as women, like a women of color is I seeing them. I guess I'm paying attention to them because that's what I am. I'm a black woman, so I look at black women like, what are y'all talking about? Like, why are y'all talking about this band? Like, it's look at it for one. I don't even care about how much it costs. Look at it. You're not gonna be.
The thing is, it's like if your bag costs more than your car, you got life fucked up.
Exactly. It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
But,
like if your car note is more than your rent, you got life fucked up.
Yeah. And once again, that goes back to priority. You don't got your priorities in order, now you living backwards out there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask y'all something real quick.
If you asking me for shit like that, then I know you ain't the one.
Yeah. What I'm gonna say that to y'all. Say if y'all met a woman and you know, she might not have everything together. Maybe she's starting over from, like, you know, she was married and they got divorced and now she's doing her things on her own. And you see the potential on her, like she got to do everything now on her own, so it's like an adjustment. And but you see like potential, and like I like her and stuff or whatever. But you don't want to get too close too quick because you don't want her to be asking you like, well, I need help with my rent. I need help with, you know, like, would you like hold off for a minute, let her see how she get things done without coming to you? Like, how long would you be with a woman or that you're dating before you might help her? Because you see she might need help. She ain't asked you though.
They're not in a relationship.
Huh?
So we're not in a relationship.
Are they dating or are they?
They're dating. They're dating, but they're not like say like in a full blown relationship. They're just dating, getting to know each other.
Okay.
But they've been dating a lot because she told him, "I'm trying to get myself back on my life back on track. I'm trying to get things back in order." But you see her like, damn, babe's really trying. Like, I want to help her. Like, would you help her? Would you just let her? Let me see what she gonna do.
Well, like, you know, like I mean, if we're this is just, you know, of course, just my opinion. If we're like consistently dating, seeing each other for like a month and a half, maybe 2 months, something like that. Yeah, I mean, and she still just didn't ask for anything. She's handling things on her own, stuff like that. But I could see from the outside looking in that, yeah, she might be struggling. She's just living paycheck to paycheck, whatever. If we see each other on a consistent basis, I may help out with a bill or two, you know what I'm saying? Like here and there, but yeah, I'm not just going to completely dive head first like that, but I'll pay a bill or two. Like if we're consistently seeing each other for like a month and a half, two, or something like that, I'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm finna say I don't mind helping. Like, you know, I'll be sweet, but I just ain't a sugar daddy.
There you go. Exactly.
Okay. I just want to see because a lot of guys. I'm going to speak for my city and my state, Atlanta. It's flip mode. It's more like the men are like women. Women taking care of men like for real, like out here. You know what I'm saying? The men ain't doing nothing. They don't. They asking for help, and you know, like, come on now, you can get 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like they're not trying to like, babe, I help you with a bill or whatever. If they're not trying to do nothing. It's just like, well, I don't know, because this year I've been in the pandemic. I've been in the house. So like, you know, I ain't really been out there like I was before. Like, you know, so it's just hard. I'm gonna say it's hard. But when I look, like I haven't dated or nothing like that because I'm afraid to date. Because I hear the stories from my friends. I'm like, you did what? No.
You know, I think and correct me if I'm wrong, Kendra. I think Kendra hit on the head. I think I heard you on some platform. It might have been either IG Live or something, but I know just to paraphrase it, you were saying like some men don't know how to be men anymore in the sense of, you know, like you just said, like some men act like women in the sense of, you know, they want you to pay half if y'all go out to eat
or pay for it, period.
Yeah, something like that. Like, I was raised, I guess you could consider old school. Like, not if I'm asking a woman out on a date, I'll pay for the meal, stuff like that. I mean, even if she's asking to go out, I'll still feel like it's normal for me to fit the bill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like,
absolutely.
That's more traditional. They don't make them like that anymore. No,
they really don't. Like I'm used to that too. But I'm like, I mean, I was married for 10 years and I got divorced in December. So I'm just like the speech I love. So I've been single this year, which is cool because I'm finding myself and falling in love with myself. But anywho, but I'm scared when I do want to date because I be hearing like the stories and you be like, what?
But a lot of these niggas, you know, and not to put it on single mothers, but like a lot of these niggas raised by single mothers take on the disposition of their mama. Like these niggas, they like needy. Like I'm sure their mom is probably raising them to be independent, but they don't see nobody being independent. So they like, shit, I'm gonna get on the county like moms was on the county. Shit,
they're not raising them at all.
Like moms did.
Yeah, I feel like, or they're not raising them at all. They just have them. They are able to feed them, and they got a roof over their head. But a lot of moms now, they out here living their life. You know what I'm saying? So he not even being raised. And the daughters too. But I feel like that's partially some of it too, is you're not having anybody have a sit down with you. Or he might be seeing his mama date a dude every 5 minutes, you know. So he's like, oh, okay, well, shit. Or his mom is currently taking care of a dude. So he like, oh, okay, well, shit. You know, I ain't got to do nothing.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I'd say, like, even in my marriage, I think one of the things that's helped us out a lot is, like, you know, my wife, she comes from an era where you allow the husband to be the man of the house. Not in like not in some negative stereotypical way.
Yeah, right.
But like in the sense, like, she's, you know, I'm gonna take out the trash, I'll do the yard work, I'll make sure the mortgages and the bills are paid, stuff like that. And, you know, she handles everything else, you know what I'm saying? So we just have that type of system. So I think it's just a mindset of some people as well. Like, she grew up with that mindset of, you know, she has like my father-in-law is very alpha himself. And so, you know what I'm saying? So she saw it. Yeah, she saw it. She was raised like, okay, this is how a man is supposed to act, you know. And I was raised the same way. My pops was like, hey, make sure you got your priorities in order and stuff like that, in terms of mortgages and not spending too crazy. Don't live your life on credit cards. Just a whole bunch of just nice gems that I was raised with my father with. So
Yeah.
stuff
That's
like
how I
that.
was raised too. I had my mom and my dad. They were married. So I saw that and I seen my daddy I see my mama handling business too. Like, you know, she made sure we were straight. She worked, she was a nurse. We did the homework. She was there. She cooked all kinds of stuff or whatever. I never seen her and my dad argue. You know what I'm saying? I never seen that. I know they probably did. No, as when I get grown, like I know they had to argue. Come on now, but it was a different time. You know what I'm saying? Period. Than it is now.
Yeah.
Like right now, people don't communicate.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Anyway, as far as like the men, I don't know. A lot of men don't probably didn't have no guy. Cause I'm in my 40s, so I date men usually older than me or whatever. So some of them know how to be. You know, some they know how to be respectful. They know how to do things. Whatever. I'm just saying. I don't know. I guess jumping back into that world, it seems scary because you know a lot of everybody's been in relationships. Everybody is set in their ways. Like it's just different. It's I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I feel you.
Well,
Yeah, but shit, I was like one of my biggest things as far as like dating when I was younger. I would always look at how people parents interacted before I fucked with them. Like I didn't really like fucking with girls whose dad wasn't around. Like if you can't introduce me to your dad, I probably wouldn't even took you that serious. Because I know you probably got some bullshit going on in your life that got you fucked up. And instead of fucking with a boyfriend, you might need to fuck with a therapist.
mm-hmm.
Yes. But you're saying well, so if their parents are divorced, you still want to meet both their parents, basically. What you're saying?
Exactly. Like I need to see what came in the mix. I need to see what's in the sausage because like a lot of people is fucked up and a lot of it stems from their childhood and their interaction with their parents.
That's
Right.
a
So
fact.
if you got a fucked up relationship with either of your parents, like I might not even want to go down this rabbit hole unless you speaking to a therapist.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I like that
That's
mindset. That's a good mindset.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, guys, y'all have been awesome. Kendra, you got anything to say?
As far as like what we were talking, you guys were talking about, I in the same. I was raised the same way. I watched my daddy take care of everything, and my mom took care of us. So that's what I'm accustomed to. So when I'm in situations like I'm used to it now because I'm able to like I'm paying attention to how people are moving around me, but I don't have to. I don't have to settle for that. I believe if two people when you meet, it's important to communicate. Look, I am okay. I would like a traditional type of family. I'm okay with my man being the man of the house. I'm
Right.
okay fulfilling those womanly duties. I'm not into gender roles like you. I'm cool with gender roles. Like that's the relationship that I want. And as long as I communicate that up front, we should be good. If he's not cool with that, that's cool as well. But I think sometimes women, they want that type of relationship, but they also want to be, oh, I'm just independent, I don't want you, I don't need you. But at the same time, they want the guy to be like, oh, okay, your car, you gotta, let me fix your tire, let me do this. But at the same time, you can't have it both ways. You can't be walking around saying I don't need you, but then say, oh my God, why wasn't you here when my car broke down? I think we're not understanding. We have to pick a side. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
pretty much all I have to say about I definitely and
That's it. That was a lit.
when you when going back to what you were saying about like if you seeing a woman consistently and she needs help but she hasn't asked for it and you helped her, I feel like that would be me. I'm always watching him. I ain't gonna ask you. I'm not gonna say nothing. But I'm gonna watch you. And if you watch me struggle and you don't even offer, I'm probably gonna turn you down, honestly. But if you just watching me struggle, I'm gonna look at you a certain way. Like how you really feeling about me? What kind of man are you to watch me struggle knowing you see me 3-4 times a week?
Yeah. That's wild. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I think this has been a great conversation.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for showing up and showing out, telling us how y'all feel about stuff. Y'all can let them know how they can get in contact with y'all.
You want to go first, Kendra?
Me, okay, yeah. So my podcast is launching soon. So it's Coffee with Kendra, and my podcast will be Coffee with Kendra as well. So y'all can reach me there.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm Ryan Poole, one half of the Adventures with Pictures podcast. You can follow us at on Instagram at adventures_with_pictures. _pictures. And we're available on all platforms. New episode comes out every Tuesday.
Okay. I'm Young Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast at Too Much Game Podcast, TOO on Instagram. Also of the Cat vs. Dog Podcast, at Cat vs. Dog Podcast on Instagram. My personal Instagram is at Uncle Dolemite because I keep getting banned. But I don't really fuck with Twitter and Facebook. So yeah, just find me on Instagram. And both my podcasts are on all streaming platforms.
Well, again, thank y'all for coming. We out.
Bye.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me too.